And I'm hella young. They call me Zombie Ray.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros, the comments made by Tyson Fury. I'm going to share the screen. As you can see in this article from Boxing News 24, Fury wants Joshua fight in December if Wilder doesn't want it. And I'm just going to go straight to the quotes because that's where it gets interesting. Fury ready for Joshua in December. I don't know, said Fury to BT Sport Boxing when asked if he sees a fight between him and Joshua happening. If the Wilder fight doesn't happen, then let's do Joshua in December. Why not? It's a boxing match. Let's get it on. I'm ready to go now. I could fight him in the ring tonight. It really doesn't matter. I'll still kick his ass anytime in the day. It doesn't matter anyway, Fury said about Joshua. But I do see the fight happening. But do I see the fight happening anytime soon? Hopefully they grow a pair and Eddie Hearn and Joshua. If I was in their position and I had my chance for glory and I'd gone to America and beat Wilder, but they didn't take it, said Fury about Joshua choosing not to face Wilder. Oh yeah, here it is right here. So I had to come out of retirement to take the #1 spot and to take all the glory. And now they're Team Joshua all looking at me. He, AJ, must be sitting down thinking that could have been me, but it wasn't. It is what it is. It's their own fault. Whether it was bad management, bad advice, they didn't want to fight for whatever reason. It's played a massive part. All the cards have been dealt, and they, Matchroom Boxing, Hearn, and Joshua, have to come through me. So what I'm saying is grow a pair and come see the champ, and I'll sort you all out. But I'm just waiting here patiently. I can't be stopped, and I can't be rocked. I can't be touched and can't be moved. That's like he's like saying Roy Jones Tyson. I have no fights on the horizon, and I'm trying like a lunatic running up mountain. I've become a human racehorse. I'm looking forward to all challenges. Whatever they are, bring them to the Gypsy King, and I'll excitingly deal with them. I'm taking my career very, very seriously now. As you can tell, I'm in fantastic shape. All right, so hold on, is there? Oh, Matchroom. All right, hold on. I'm really looking forward to some challenges because as of late, I don't get any challenges, Fury continued. It's pretty easy for me. I'm still good looking. Look at this face. 32 fights later, 32 years old, still looking as good as ever. I still have my faculties. I can still talk, walk, dance, sing, and whatever. It's all fun and games, Fury said. We know everybody in this country, the UK, wants to see one fight, and that's Tyson against AJ, said Warren. All right, so anyways, those are Tyson Fury's comments. Trill, what are your thoughts on those comments?
Tyson Fury saying everything he's supposed to say. This is classic Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, king of the banter when it comes to the heavyweights. He's #1 with the mind games. It seemed like he was trying to convince himself during parts of that interview. Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people that think he's #1. But I don't think AJ is sitting around thinking that he's #1, especially with the money that he's over there making. I don't think he wants to be you, you know? He has his own path, and he'll cross it when he gets there. Does he want to fight AJ in December? I don't know. And I don't see Wilder stepping aside. I've been seeing a lot from Wilder now. He's starting to come out of under the rock he was at. He's starting to show you that, you know, this is bomb squad.
He got the guns out. He ready for war.
Listen.
Hey, listen, I don't want no problems with guns.
Listen, I ain't never felt outgunned before until I seen Wilder in that 50 cal.
Wilder had a flamethrower. Listen, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Bomb squad for real. But I think Deontay Wilder is a proudful man. He has a lot of pride, and I don't think that he's gonna pass up on this opportunity to get another crack at Tyson Fury in December. AJ is gonna do what he has to do with Pulev, and he takes care of what he has to take care of with Wilder, and if he can beat a Wilder again, and AJ can do what I think he's going to do against Pulev, they can meet later and they can settle it like that, and then we can really see who's number one. But Tyson Fury to me is being classic Tyson Fury. He's trying to play the mind games. You know, he said, hopefully AJ reads this. But, you know, to me, this is classic Tyson Fury. I'm not mad at him. Got nothing but love for him. Do you think?
All right, G.
I actually watched that interview, and I disagree with Fury for a couple of reasons. For one, you know AJ has a mandatory with Pulev. You know what I mean? So unless you know, Frank Warren is willing to pay that step aside to Pulev so Fury and AJ could fight, it's like, yo, come on, bro. You know he has an obligation. And kind of what Trill was saying, now that I see Wilder more out on social media, he seems like he's back to good health. I mean, I'm expect Wilder to do the part 3. So it's not like his calendar just completely is freed up, right? And then the final thing is he wants it in December, right? Me, if I was Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn, I would want to push it to 2021. The reason why is because, again, global pandemic. I was just watching the news, I believe, like yesterday or 2 days ago, when they were talking about like a bunch of like jobs that gas stations are shutting down and like different locations like shutting down because people aren't necessarily going to work and all of that stuff, right? So then when I look at it, I'm like, yo, December is around Christmas time. Like, this is the holiday season. People are losing their jobs. They're not giving people them stimulus checks anymore, at least in the United States. I don't know how it is in the UK, but at least in the United States. So then now you're going to force people to buy gifts for their family or buy this pay-per-view, you know? And so I think people might be like, I don't know, man. I might have to fall back on this fight, you know? And so because of that, I think the sales are going to suffer. And I don't even know if by December they'll open up like the arenas, you know, where it's at full capacity. They might do something where it's like, oh, only 70% capacity or 40%, however they're going to do it. But either way, those two men suffer, you know, financially because of that. And so I just think it makes more business sense for both parties to just wait until 2021. You deal with Wilder, I'll deal with Pulev, and then from there, we have that huge mega fight. Hopefully the economy's back to normal. We ain't got to worry about no pandemics, and everybody can make great money. To me, if ranked number 1, number 2, or whatever, the top dogs fighting each other, they should get paid for that, you know? And so I don't think they should rush this type of fight. So I would love to see the fight in December, but if I was Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren, I'd be like, yeah, fellas, let's reconsider this. Let's push this back a couple of months. So to me, I don't even believe what Fury's saying. I think he's just saying this just to say it, knowing damn well AJ can't even commit to December anyways. So it's all smoke and mirrors.
All right, Ned.
Yeah, this is a Fury tactic. I think he's trying to. He's just talking to talk and also trying to get into his heads of his opponents. You know, put things in, cause confusion when there's no need for it. And AJ, on the other hand, I think he's already in that mindset where he doesn't pay attention to fighters who are not in front of him at the moment. So all of this is Fury trying to get in AJ's head, like, yo, man, fight me, forget Pulev, knowing damn well AJ has to fight Pulev, and he most likely has to fight Wilder. And even if Wilder pulls out, there's no way AJ can pull out. Yeah, like G said, unless Frank Warren pays the step aside money, there's no way Pulev's getting out that way. So,
and I don't even think Pulev will take step aside at this point.
Yeah,
he's taking it enough. I think he knows like his time, his window's so short now that he's like, I gotta do this now, man. You know,
Pulev is going to do what Bob tells him to do. But Bob isn't going to tell him to step aside. Frank Warren wants him to step aside, but Bob wants the shot at AJ. Now, if Bob tells him to step aside, Pulev will step aside. I feel like so it's a matter of Bob Arum, his team, and do they think it's best for Pulev to step aside? But when I listen to Tyson Fury's comments, although they're directed at Anthony Joshua, I feel like the person he's really trying to tag with these comments is Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, they don't have a date. Deontay Wilder has been in hiding. He's been silent. And so him saying, Anthony Joshua, let's get it on in December if Wilder doesn't fight, I think that's more of him trying to put pressure on Wilder to come out and say, I'm taking this fight. Like, I want this fight. I think it's more of him trying to get a reaction out of Wilder and using AJ to do it. Now, Tyson Fury, the king of the mind games, he's okay with killing two birds with one stone because, of course, he says, let's do it in December. And Anthony Joshua can't do it in December. And so, like, what is Anthony Joshua most likely going to do? Not respond. And then Fury's going to be like, I called him. I said, do it in December. And then, like, you know, so Tyson Fury's just having fun with it. But I really think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get Wilder to come out and be like, look, I'm accepting the fight. Let's do it on this date. So that's one. Two, you know, Tyson Fury is a funny cat, especially when I hear him say how he went to America and he beat up Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua didn't do it. Anthony Joshua made offers. Wilder never accepted those offers. And when Tyson Fury was active, he even tried to get a fight with Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder said no because I have to fight my mandatories. So Tyson Fury knows how difficult it is and how difficult it was to get a fight with Deontay Wilder. It wasn't until he was on a hiatus and he gained weight and he was inactive that he was able to get the fight with Deontay Wilder. And he knows it better than anyone because if you look at some of the videos we put up, Tyson Fury says it in the press conference. You only took this fight because I've been out 3 years and you're hoping that in those 3 years I'm effed, but you made a mistake. And so Tyson Fury knows why he got the opportunity. And now he's trying to make it seem like Anthony Joshua was too scared to take the fight. And he was the only one man enough to come to America and take the fight. When in actuality, he knows how difficult it was for anyone to get a fight from Dillian, from Anthony, and him when he was active to get a fight with Deontay Wilder. But, you know, nice trash talk, Fury.
Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel. Check us out on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, check out our podcast on all major streaming services. This is the Boxing Bros.
Catch me creeping down the dark street. This is where me and the zombies meet. Guarantee we all gonna eat. It's Zombie Ray again with HD. I'm a zombie in the night, you better run from me. Zombie Ray in the house, you better run, homie. Brought a mask and some gloves with some thugs with me. I came to do damage, you wanna purge with me. Super Saiyan zombie, I'll be